Ryan Robinson is a young Renaissance man, embodies the very principle of the Enlightenment era. He's courageous and bold, the first to voice his insight. He's inquisitive and pragmatic, in search of his own truth. This son of Flanagan is generous in giving of his time to advocate for the causes he believes in. During AP U.S. history, he became increasingly intrigued by the results of the 1950s and 60s civil rights era and told me, and I quote, "One of the blessings of the counterculture movement and the civil rights movement are that culture, at least in much of the United States, is no longer a factor." He went on to say, "My concerns are more aligned with individual freedoms of people and poverty worldwide. But overall, I'm most interested in the advancement of mankind." Miss Wheeler, we also applaud your success in nurturing a young man who is laudable and is a role model of academic excellence. We recognize your unfaltering dedication in shaping the future of America, and I thank you for being a partner in educating our next generation of young minds. He competed in DECA at the international level during his junior year in marketing management, where he scored the top 99% economics and management categories. Perceivably, one could say he's one of the best economics and management students in the world. Awards earned at the school level include 9th grade Academic Excellence Award in Mathematics, 10th grade Academic Excellence Award in Mathematics, and 10th grade Academic Excellence Award in Language Arts. The 11th grade Rensselaer Polytechnical Medal for Achievement in Mathematics and Science, earning him a $60,000 scholarship. Additionally, Ryan was named a National Merit Finalist with an academic record that included difficulty level of subject studied, grades earned, including scores from 2 standardized tests. Ryan's precise planning and intentions came to fruition when he was granted admission to MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Study mechatronics engineering, a relatively new field of engineering that is a combination of mechanical, electrical, computer. I have no idea. This is Moreover, should Ryan pass MIT's required exams for credit, he will earn another 36 units, and that would provide him a total of 123 credits walking into MIT. As one of your biggest fans, I'm not only cheering your success, but also waiting with glee to applaud your many successful feats, both personal and academic, to be celebrated in the coming years. Ryan is not only academically astute, but also balanced in his love for sports and the arts. This son of Flanagan High School has a deep respect for the gift of education, the efforts necessary to succeed, and the gratitude for those that helped him along the way. I'm proud to say that Ryan wisely accepted the opportunities afforded him in Flanagan. Ryan has accepted the challenge to enter MIT, and like all Flanagan sons and daughters, he will represent his Falcon pride, demonstrating the tenacity to think, to work, to build, but moreover, to fulfill a dream. I feel so privileged and so very proud to have been asked to introduce a young gentleman that has gone on to represent the class of 2013 as its premier ambassador of excellence, symbolizing the recognition that one's dreams are attainable through hard work, that intrinsic motivation is a gift to be nurtured and imbibed so that the dream may be envisioned and realized. Kindly stand and acknowledge the class of 2013's salutatorian, Ryan Robinson.
administrators, teachers, parents, and senior class. 4 years ago, we entered Flanagan's halls. Now, some of us were know-it-alls. Some of us were timid, some of us were talkative, some of us were awkward, and some of us were oddly proportioned. And we leave Flanagan a little bit taller. Now, as your salutatorian, I'm to instill life lessons and philosophies that characterize the past and illuminate the future. But in truth, there are no life lessons, no mantras in a PE class, except for the obvious. Don't hit the face. There are no guidelines of life in a calculus book. And trust me, I've checked. So I will state what little I do know. I know with the simple shaking of hands, some of us leave for college, some for the military, and some for the workplace. We now enter the real world. But what does it mean to be in the real world? In truth, in a world as diverse as ours, the answers may vary. Those who see its challenges will call life but an act of strength. Those who see its opportunities will call life but a series of blessings. Perhaps if we look hard enough, we'll find an answer to the ultimate question of this real world that we now enter. But you will find that for every action and inaction, there is a philosophy to justify it, and a dogma to mandate it. For perhaps what the world needs, what we need, are people who do not know the answer, are people who see with the world with eyes unclouded with prior doctrines and mantras, who see good in unusual places and have the clarity and strength it matters more principle to say yes to rivals and no to friends. And so I say to you, senior class of 2013, untried and untested, that perhaps the best philosophy is to have no philosophy. Perhaps the best mantra is to have no mantra, the best creed to have no creed. For it is those people and those things that bring comfort to conflict, who bring friendship to hostility and dreams to futility. And it is those people and those things that make the impossible possible. God bless you. Thank you very much.
As a teacher, fortunate enough to work in an environment where young aspiring intellectuals are excited by challenges, I'm often astounded by the type of discussion occurring in a public school. And may I reiterate, a public school, which represents the apex of culture that has defined the American experience and provided opportunities for young minds of our nation since the 1640s. Moreover, I revel in the classroom respect shared for the unique differences that our young intellectuals bring into the culturally pluralistic classroom, a room filled with existential as well as academic inquiry. Jason Zhu epitomizes the attributes defining a young American intellectual worthy of recognition. He's a young man fascinated by a world that is opening to him as he attempts to find how and where he fits, bringing a passion for learning and a common humanity. A humanity I'm certain Jason will embrace as a means of bettering the human condition. Jason is the type of person that brings out the best in others, and is impassioned by attempts to find solutions to those issues that are often divisive but worth solving.
Like many generations before us, they too have faced forks and divisions in the road ahead. What college or university do I want to attend? What career do I want to see myself in? What type of friends do I want to associate myself with? These are a few simple questions. However, their answers have profound effects, so we must be judicious in our decisions. Consider Robert Frost's The Road Not Taken. Two roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. What Frost is suggesting here is that we should truly attempt to find ourselves, understand ourselves, and truly nurture the potential passions entrenched within us. Do not follow someone else's footsteps just because the crowd is going into one direction. Do not submit to external pressures to keep them happy, yet leave yourself disappointed. Because fundamentally, we are the writers of our own autobiography, our own coming-of-age novel, our own Bildungsroman for you AP literature kids out there. Since we only have one precious life in this world, or as some people know as YOLO, or you only live once for the rest of us, make the best of it by going on an adventure, to explore your interests, hold tightly onto that dream, and go on a quest to pursue your drive, because ultimately, only you get to choose your legacy in this world. Thank you all, and the best of luck to your future endeavors.
I watched Benny go above and beyond to help his classmates excel. He is a constant pupil who enjoys life while trying to learn from its many lessons, and for that, I am so proud of the young man that Benny has become today. He also comes from a strong foundation. Mr. and Mrs. O are encouraging, caring, and incredibly supportive of their son. Mr. and Mrs. O, không hề lấy chạy bánh. All right? As a result of such perseverance and support, the human calculator sits on this stage tonight with a 5.41 GPA and an invitation to the University of Miami on a full scholarship. Ladies and gentlemen, class of 2013, it is my honor to introduce this year's valedictorian, Benny O.
Good evening, parents, faculty members, scaffold, distinguished guests, and the graduating class of 2013. 4 years have passed since we first stepped foot on this campus, and now we stand before you at our own graduation ceremony. Each one of us here has grown in both height and knowledge, and has garnered experiences that can never be replaced. To that respect, we should all be very proud of tonight. Our high school career is very much like our favorite Pandora station. There are moments where you want to skip, pause, or truly enjoy every second. Each obstacle has made us stronger. Then there are the moments when we wanted to pause life. Moments like the first day of school, or being accepted to college, or even the last day of school. We're all bittersweet. They can even be characterized as double-bladed swords. With each event comes some good and some bad. We want to stop so we can understand the situation we are in. To understand our own feelings toward the subject. To understand what we need to do to move forward. As with many events in life, we have to let the circumstances flow through our minds before moving on. High school has instilled this element of life into all of us. But whether or not we acknowledge that is a whole other situation. Finally, there are the moments when we just wanted to enjoy high school. The first football game, homecoming, grad bash, prom, and now graduation. They have all made the high school experience one that is memorable and pleasurable. To my friends, I thank you for putting up with me all these years. I know I've driven some of you up the wall, but all of you have continued to positively contribute to my success. Most importantly, I'd like to thank my mom and dad for their unconditional support and overwhelming sacrifices for me. As I stand before you tonight, we're finishing our song, moving on to the next song on the list. Whatever moments the next chapter will bring, I do not know. But there is one thing I know for a fact. I know we will continue to progress. Like our favorite Pandora station, we can't rewind. We can only move forward. So whether your journey is college, career, or the military, I urge you to enjoy your journey, because it is through our past lives that our current life lives. 10 years from now, we want to be able to reflect on the sweet moments of our teenage years, and then be able to appreciate them. So, class of 2013 graduates, let us move on to the next song. Thank you.
Motivated, and spirited students that take pride and ownership in their school. My dreams may have been far-fetched to some, but I knew that I would give it my all in making my school the very best school that it could be. My dreams came true this year with the culmination of an amazing senior year. However, my dreams have just started. There are miles to go before I sleep. My parents, my family, have always encouraged me to dream big and never give up, even when others were against me. Make your dreams a reality. Don't sit idly by waiting for something to happen. Make it happen. So please join me in the final chant of the colors that we so proudly represent. Please repeat after me. Green, black, white. The colors that will always be the foundation of our dreams. Good luck, Falcons! Thank you, Jessica. At this time, I'd like to invite our school board member, Mrs. Good, to join me at the podium. This is the moment you guys have been waiting for. I certify to you that the students seated before you have fulfilled all of the requirements as prescribed by the state of Florida and the school board of Broward County and are eligible for high school graduation. On behalf of the superintendent, I present to you the graduating class of Flanagan High School for the year 2013.